gotta get some of that energy out, don't ya? And up and down. When the rain subsides, whoa.
That one's ready.
Yeah, no, that's a good size.
Right?
Come on, let's go, come on. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. My name's Mark, and I'm up front with the ponies and our intact male goats. And I was looking at, this is our septic field over here. We've gotten quite a bit of rain in the last few weeks. So it's been a very dry spring and summer, and now we've got all this. The goats are fine to put up in this, but of course it's these guys here. So we were thinking at one point about getting them to mow that area, but there's just too much. Oh, Levi, what, you want all the attention? Hey. Oh, hi, Meadow. Hi. And there's Carl, and Daisy is, actually Daisy's just back there in the bush. What are you doing? You want attention? Hey? So, yeah, you can't give ponies too much green grass because they will just, it's not good for them. They will eat too much, and they will possibly founder, which can affect their bodies. But these guys here, these guys will eat, and they'll actually stop eating and go and chew their cud. Won't you, Carl? Come here, buddy. What are you doing? You want to play? You want to play? Guys, don't chew. No, don't chew. Don't chew. This is the problem with putting your camera down on a tripod. They just, yeah, chickens are fine, ducks, geese are fine, but ponies and goats, they seem to really like it. So what I usually do is I put it in something like this, which is the feeder here, and then I'll line it up, and they can't get it. There we go. Oh, look. Everybody but Daisy. Right? Right? Oh, you're getting strong, buddy, aren't you? So I do try to spend some time up here with them. Looks like the camera's turned now. I have to be over here. Because they enjoy the interaction, the playing, don't you? Yes. You gotta get some of that energy out, don't you? And up and down. So you can see there they do have respect. So because they've been raised as pets and we've had a lot of hands-on with them, they do actually respect us, don't you? Yes. So, you know, herd animals, then they're going to not necessarily play. They're going to, you know, try to push you off because, you know, maybe they're their rival, or you know, they're the head goat. Right? Right? Yes. Oh, all right. But you still have to be careful because they can get carried away. Right, bud? Yes. Right. Okay. Now you're starting to get carried away, aren't you? And, okay, Levi, see what he's done here is he's positioned himself that if Carl gets a little too close to him, he's going to kick him. Okay, all right. What? Hey, move your bum. I don't like your bum right there. Move. Okay. What? What? All right, did I get you riled up? Did I? Yeah. Where's Billy? Oh, who's here? What is it? Yeah, what are you saying? Hi, Levi. Hi. What are you doing? Hey? Oh, yes. See, then they just love you. And now I'm gonna stink like goat. Oh, no. Right, Levi, you have to put up with this, right? Don't you? Yes. Yes. Oh, stop it. All right. I'll leave you guys to it. Get you all worked up, didn't I? So we have given our kids here some hay. Hi, Carl. We've placed it in piles that are separating everybody because just to keep the peace, especially Levi. Levi can get a little food aggressive, and you can see that when he turns his bum towards whoever he's not agreeing with, I guess we'll say. Billy, what are you doing? Sometimes you'll see goats put their lips up in the air. Usually it is after they've urinated on their face, because that's their cologne, their musk. And they've got some scent glands just underneath the top lip. So that's, I guess, how they can just better take it in. They are a strange animal for sure. Fresh grass. There you go. Enjoy. So I come back here to see our two pigs, Petey and Piper, eating the duckweed off the pond, which they often enjoy. I was wondering why they were doing it at such a strange location. And the reason is they usually go in over here, but of course because of the wind it's blown it over to the far side. So it looks like they're enjoying that. Well, we have a few of the little ducklings on the pond here. You can see them scooting through the duckweed. I don't know where, oh, there's Mama. Mama's over there. Letting the kids play. And we have, turtle just went in. You probably saw it just when I was showing where the duck was, but he was sitting right on. There's, there's another one right there. Okay. We've got, I think, a total of 3 turtles. But as soon as you get too close to them, they head off. Glenn, what are you doing, bathing? So I can just start to feel it rain. It's been, dark for a good portion. It's been teasing us with rain, but Hasn't actually rained yet. I can feel a few drops. Okay, so the grass. So I went and I put the grass over into the chicken area where our guinea fowl are and chickens, and they love to pick through that. When I started mowing, I got through the flat area, and once I started getting into the heavy stuff, I noticed it was just clogging up, so I really didn't bag much of it. So if you were looking at me dump the grass in and wondered, wow, that doesn't seem like much grass, it's because it just mulched it on the hill, which I was fine with. So they got a little bit of it in there, and they'll scratch through that and get the bugs and eat some of the grass as well. As I was mowing the lawn up front in that section, Tara actually had the animals, the alpaca, the sheep, goats, into our dog run, which we like to throw them in there for about an hour or so, just so that they can do some trimming. We don't actually mow that area, we allow the animals to do it. So a little natural with mowing, and you get some fertilizing out of it. So with the rain we've been having, we have been getting some more growth, of course, as you saw in the front there. In the back here, not a whole lot, but there is some grass starting to grow. It just never really got a chance to take off. Plus we did a lot of clearing of this back area this year. So this is kind of its first year without the, you know, we've been raking up the leaves and everything, and you can see how we're starting to get some green stuff growing. Quite a bit of moss back here, just because the leaves were on it for so many years, and it's just kept that moisture in. So the animals are, the larger animals are back here. We can see the alpaca over in that area. We've got sheep and goats over here. So they come back here on the occasion to do a little bit of grazing to see what has grown. Now with, in regards to the animals playing, like Carl and Billy, they quite enjoy playing. Last weekend's video, I had Sheldon, and he was, well, Sheldon can be quite the little goof and quite entertaining to watch and to play with. So somebody had commented about, I didn't realize that goats played like that. Now when they're eating, such as they are now, there's no playing. Turbo, which is right over there, he actually, he's done quite a bit of, hey Java, he's done quite a bit of playing. But every once in a while, you know, he'll get a little light-footed, and he'll usually coming from the back into the front, aren't you? Now he was raised here as a bottle baby, bottle lamb. He was, well, basically abandoned in the field by his mother. So there were two of them, Tinker, which I think that's Tinker over there, Tinker and Turbo, so they came in together. So they're probably about, I want to say 4, even 5 years old. And so, but it looks like they're all starting to head back in again. Maybe they know something about the rain. They don't like to get wet. The alpaca, they'll stand out in the rain. They don't really care too much. But the goats and sheep, when it starts raining, they just bolt in. Come on! Come on, buddy! Come on, let's go, come on! Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh. So I've learned that running backwards, filming sheep is not a good idea to be done in the forest. So I tripped over this here and basically fell into this mess here, and I kind of scraped my knee up a bit. So I should have paid attention to the sign here, danger, which just happens to be right here. This is actually, we had a group called Trackers years ago, and we built this out here in the woods, and this was one of the signs that was also made. So Danger. I guess I have to pay attention to the signs because they actually do mean something. Fernando, look at you. Look at those feathers come in. Good job. You still got that one sticking up in the center there. Probably fall off, well, likely in the next week. You can see his new ones that are coming in. This time of year, he sheds off his old feathers and gets all of his new ones. Down here, these ones were all just stubby, but they've all nicely grown in now. All right, good job, bud. It's just starting to, there's a couple more drizzles, and Sheldon kind of ran across. He doesn't like to get wet at all. Sheldon? Sheldon? What are you doing, bud? You don't like to get wet. Oh boy. This is JJ. And then, of course, we have Willow over here. Willow? Willow? Hey. What are you doing? Hi. Oh, yeah. You're so puffy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yeah. And then Moira and Onyx is... right, Onyx is over here. I noticed this this morning, that she is... You're kind of in an awkward position there, girl. I guess that tire's in the way. Onyx, you can see how her wool is getting thicker, and it's actually getting lighter. She was almost black when she came in, which you can see right, down underneath. And she's got kind of like these dreadlocks going on, which is kind of interesting. We're not entirely sure what breed of sheep she is. I did look it up when she first came in. I think it was a Welsh mountain sheep, something to that effect anyway, is what we think she is. But of course she was found on the side of the road. She has some issues with her back legs, which could have maybe possibly been the reason why she was found on the side of the road. It's hard to say. But she's got no issues. She's very quiet. She's not like some of the other sheep and Sheldon, who are a little goofy. So it's supposed to rain off and on today. So we'll see what happens. And then Moira, her eyesight is still going downhill. There was a family of people here visiting earlier, and she couldn't really see them, and she kind of bolted kind of in the middle of the group and then realized where she was, and then kind of headed out. So this is the area here that they will go when it rains. And we're thinking about when it snows as well. I think we're going to be keeping these guys into this area. We may expand that out a little bit further. But we've, in previous years, we've had Sheldon, Moira, Onyx, those guys inside. But I think they're good enough that they don't need to be, as long as they're in an area of shelter. So I'm in the house, and this is a dehydrator. Now Tara has been taking stuff out of the garden and dehydrating it, and she's just emptied this one out. Now we've got actually 3 of them going. This is another one that we got a couple years ago. And what is she doing with all of these things that she's drying? So
I'm packaging and labeling so that we can use them for tea, herbal, medicine, witchy, whatever. Like, it's just like cool stuff. Yeah. So, well, pan it, because it's amazing.
She was very excited about this. This is some of that old wood fencing that we got donated in. And she's cleaned it all up, and she's built this whole rack. So, and this is all dried stuff.
So, and it's all edible out of the yard or the garden or the wild. So you got horehound, which is an herb, which is good for stomach issues, raspberry leaves, which is good for cramping, dandelion flowers, very high in niacin, which can be a deficiency in some people, sunchoke, which is like artichokes, wild rose, well, that's vitamin C, So it's just everything kind of has either herbal tea or medicinal. Goldenrod is one of the very, very medicinal plants, and it's a weed that grows all across Manitoba, probably elsewhere. The flowers, they're fun. Hollyhocks don't really have a taste, but they add a nice little thing to the, a tea mix if you're doing it. Yeah, well,
Of course,
like
catnip.
catnip, yeah. Coneflower, which is actually echinacea, which is good for flus and colds. I can't forget what I think it's stomach is marshmallow, but look it up, check it out, and you just different teas are just amazing.
Yarrow.
Black licorice.
Yarrow's good for
flus.
cleaning blood, lungs. So that's a fairly common.
Dandelion root, which is also, that's probably what you saw in the dehydrated more dandelion root. That's good. They actually make coffee out of dandelion root. Charcoal was just something we hadn't picked up. That's good if if you've taken something poisonous, you can charcoal rinse, kind of stuff and
and
vomiting.
Tiana was making her own
Facial
shampoo and facial scrubs. Yeah.
Willow is more like a Tylenol. It's and you can also make like salves and stuff for this, it's amazing what you can do with all this kind of stuff. So this is the dry herb side. And then we have, so these are all tomatoes. This is actually tomatoes from last year that I blended, dehydrated, flavored, and then you can either put them in soups or pasta, whatnot. You can also do it in a powder to make your own sauces and stuff. These, of course, are just cool little chips. So these are the half cherry tomato. I half them,
right.
and they make awesome little snacks. Then there's apples, applesauce, apple butter, apple syrup, apple jelly. So anything we kind of make. The goldenrod sticks that were over there too, they're also really well known for if you're doing the bigger ones though, not this like bigger sticks, in the bow drill. I think I have some drying above the window. If you're doing bow drill and starting fires, it's a really good stick for that. This is all the plums from the yard. We didn't do a lot of this year, so these are last year's. Tiana did choke cherry this year. This is this year's. Yeah, it's just, it's cool. My cat treats, right? It's just, and it's so awesome to see it on display. So like 3 of the 4 families that were here today were in here. Someday I want a tea room up here, and it's amazing to look at what you can do with stuff around the yard. People don't know that. I'm learning. I just did tomato leaves. So we grow tomatoes, we eat the tomatoes, but guess what? You can eat the leaves too. Of the plant, you can eat, your cucumber, your squash. The leaves are also healthy to eat too. So if you're that kind of gardener that never ends up with whole watermelons or watermelons that are bigger than this, which is what I did in the beginning, you can actually eat the leaves of the watermelon plant. So research it, look it up, learn what they're good for, because it's amazing. This is a lot of the sunchoke that I did today. So sunchoke is, it's kind of like a artichoke. So artichoke flavoring. This is better harvested after first frost, but of course you can always force first frost by putting it in the freezer, and it just intensifies the flavor. Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. Those are the marshmallow seeds. So the flowers, but I'll be doing all my seeds too. I got all my hollyhocks and stuff dehydrating. It's cool. It's amazing. I'm finding there's so much more out there, like willow leaves. Willow. I did a bunch of willow. Like everybody's got these trees in their yards. Start using them, right? So it's cool. It's cool. If you know any, let me know. I just took out Turbo with a bunch of dandelions.
Well, I'm sure he's enjoying it.
You see this? Look how many there are. I mean, I had one eaten hollowed out by chipmunks.
Yeah, these are the
cantaloupe. Sweet melon, cantaloupe. So there's not. There's some pepper flowers, but
yeah, the peppers. We've gotten a couple peppers off of some of the other ones, but Not a whole lot of peppers.
No, but there's a lot of flowers. So as long as we can keep the frost off, we may get something.
Yeah.
The catnip, I harvested a whole bunch, so now it'll get bushier. Obviously, I got a weed, but it's been raining like so much.
Yeah, this last week has been quite a bit of rain.
This is all oregano, so this will all be harvested, put in the jars.
Yeah.
Catnip. You know, I should check out asparagus tips. Oh,
Yeah.
for drying. I bet you.
Yeah, there could be something with that.
I bet you.
Seems like there's a lot of natural type remedies.
Well, and a lot of them are considered super greens. So when you're making your smoothies, you can grind them into a powder and use them in your smoothies. A couple more tomatoes to come in. Okay. We harvested 2 days ago, but there's
Yeah, you've
so
been getting
much.
quite a few tomatoes out, I know.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to stop this.
This patch is really coming out.
Yeah, now it's just a matter of getting in there and harvesting it. And there's a lot. A lot of this will go to animal feed, though.
Now, what is that?
This is the apple crisp
Oh, right,
cucumber.
the apple crisp.
Yeah. But there's some big ones. Jeez. Right. Whoops.
Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's back over. He's back over there, looking for other things.
Come on, we're gonna get
Oh,
some rain.
here comes the
Comes the rain.
here comes the crew. Yeah, start to feel that come down.
So nothing much new. Now I'm just getting into cutting them back. So now I'm cutting all the, like you see this, tomatoes. No, I'll cut it right here and just focus on what's growing already.
Yeah.
Oh, here it's gonna come good. Peppers.
Yeah, so this is the pepper I saw the other day.
There's a few of them, but
Yeah.
we harvested yesterday, so. But zucchinis, you got to see the zucchini at the back door.
Okay, let's go see that. Because it's starting to rain. Cucumber? Oh, what is it? What are the
Yellow squashes.
yellow squashes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And then cucamelons are doing well?
yeah, they're at their end though.
Yeah.
So the guests really like them when they come in. So, cucumber. I like that word. Cucumber. Watermelons.
Watermelon.
Woo.
Watermelons.
Some of them, you see, look, I lost another one.
And then this is the biggest one.
I know. Don't touch
so far.
it.
Don't touch. Could fall off.
Yeah.
This one's actually a rival. And
A lot of people see this. This is this white chalky stuff. It's a mold on the plants. So your oregano mix of water and oregano, but there's a milk mixture too. You want to spray. You want to get rid of that. That will damage the plant and spread between plants. It's the end of the season, but oh, look at those. Look in there. Oh, oh. I'm so excited. You can make zucchini flour too.
Well, and this you planted in an area with
Like
not a lot of soil. She
Like
just
this.
threw something in the ground.
They're the same.
Yeah. And there's really,
I
like,
poked a seed in.
it's just, I guess because maybe it gets more sun?
Well,
Not quite sure.
I think it likes not being in good conditions, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So,
all right, so that's the garden. It's now raining.
right?
And Tara hasn't had a chance to get this, the rest of this down. So we'll be working on that when the rain subsides.
Yeah, baby.
Whoa.
That one's ready.
Yeah, no, that's a good size.
Right? All right, fried zucchini for dinner.
All right, let's go in. Hi, Lucifer. What are you doing? You sleeping? Oh, having a cat nap. It looks like a lot of them. Tara's gonna call them in. Here's a Nara here. Hi. How you doing?
Right? Come here, kitties.
Hey, how you doing? And then of course Coda.
Meow.
Coda loves the treats.
Meow.
And Rhea.
Rhea.
So she is often found on top of the washer and dryer, way up top on the shelving. And Nix.
Hi, Nix.
And we're just missing Tyr.
He just wept behind you.
Did he?
He's probably eyeballing the end of the couch.
Yeah, so Tyr is of course the newest one.
Tyr.
That came in January, I think it was. So he still comes out, but he can't get too close. We're getting closer and closer, but he just gives you the eye. Lucifer, come on down.
Lazy. So's Coda here. Are the boys all lazy?
Yeah.
Hand feed you? Yeah, nutball. You want one? You guys take too long to eat it.
Well, that's it for another video. I hope you enjoyed it. I couldn't get Turbo to play, but you can't make him play on demand. It seems to be whenever we don't have a camera, he does something goofy, jumps around, prances, and then of course the other ones follow when they see him doing something. So maybe I'll catch it one of these days.
Sheldon.
Well, Sheldon was easy. Last weekend we had him going pretty good. He was pretty excited. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something about the dried herbs. If you know anything about the dried herbs, please
share away.
Leave it down in the comments. We'd love to hear about that.
Ideally, a book. That like a Bible on on herbs and medicinal use.
Well, there's got to be something out there
Yeah.
with that, some kind of book. We'll have to keep an eye.
I'll have to put out a list too, because we will be selling some too.
Well, and if we make a list of research that we find,
Yeah.
maybe what we'll do is we'll publish that maybe on our website or something.
Facebook page or
Facebook page. We'll post it in places.
because it's cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful week, and until next video, take care, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.